secrets of different bills. Hey, Uncle Demi, you need it, I got it listed, yeah. You wanna make it, I'll show you just how to make it, yeah. I got all the rarest bills, and I ain't done yet. Went from the finish to making bills like a prospect. Flow space and slashes to catching us with a lot of threat. You keep the medals cause the right one's coming up next. Only scratch the surface. Still they try to drag my name in dirt. They try to bring me down. See me winning, you ain't like me.
Yo, what's good, my nephews and nieces? This is your favorite uncle, Uncle Demi, and today I got some crazy Myteam news for you, all right? I'm not going to be long-winded with this because there's a lot of information, but I do want to give it to you, so let's just hop right into it. NBA 2K23, Myteam is about to be insane, right? And the first thing that we want to talk about is what everybody was talking about last night is there is no more contracts. No more contracts now with your players. So, as you see, contracts have been removed from Myteam. Permanent player cards are now yours to use as you please throughout Myteam. I think that's a big W, pretty self-explanatory there, so let's keep it moving. Now, me personally, I think this is going to be a massive W. Triple threat online co-op. Like, this is a new mode, and I'm telling you, for the first time in Myteam, you'll be able to team up with your friends and play on the rooftop in triple threat games to 21. I think this is a big W because it leads to co-op, right? So now you can be able to play from 2 to 6 players on your team that you play with, and they're player locked, just like a My Player. So now you can have your teams almost like how right now in Park, you run Park, you basically can do that in Myteam now. They also have party mode, right? So you can play 1-on-3, 2-on-2, 2-on-3, or 3v3. And of course, if there is a gap in between, you'll have the AI fill in, almost like, again, in Park, or like if you're in a wreck and somebody quits out, you have AI. So I think this is a massive W. Now, this is actually pretty dope because there's other 2 modes also. You have co-op mode and you have competitive mode. Now, co-op mode is basically allow you and your teammates to play against AIs and work your way up the season ladder. So that's pretty dope. You can get progression playing that way. But then you also have competitive mode. Competitive mode is obviously against other players, and it has the same exact effect. Instead of going against AIs, you're going against other players, but you're still able to work up the season ladder and make progressions that way. So I think that's dope. It's no longer just you by yourself. You can also play with teammates and be able to work your way up. It's basically Park. Like, I'm telling you, it's basically Park, and I think this is game changing because a lot of Park players are definitely intrigued, including myself. Moving along now, we're looking at season points. So now, win, lose, or draw, you will earn season points. So that is a big, big W there, man. Win, lose, or draw. Before you just had to win. Now win, lose, or draw, you're able to earn points. Then you also have prestige tiers after you complete your journey to the top for even more rewards. On top of the rewards of each tier, there is a new vault that you can open after every win. I think that is a massive W for the season points and now prestige tiers. And leaderboards are officially back now in Myteam. So now basically the top 10 players of that season will have exclusive perks with the receive an icon displayed next to the name to showcase in Myteam's multiplayer mode. So almost like, I guess, like how, I walk around with a 2K logo. I'm just guessing, I don't know. There's going to be some type of perk that you're going to have that everybody's going to see if you finish in the top 10 the previous leaderboard season. I think that is, that's crazy to think that now you're being able to get logos or anything that shows where you stood last season is pretty dope. Let's keep it moving. Now, of course, the $250,000 Myteam Ultimate Tournament is going to return. Now, you're still going to be the same way. There's going to be 2 $250,000 tournaments for the PS4 and the Xbox One consoles. And then, of course, you got the PS5 and Xbox Series console stepping up. But this is dope. The first time ever, you're going to have first time ever. But the first game will be on October 15th. So put that date down in the calendars if that's something that you're rocking with. I think that's a massive W. But what's even crazier is that now it's going to be for the first time ever that's going to be in person. So the 4 console finalists will meet in person. The $50,000 for each console winner. And then, of course, when you go to the grand champions, which is going to be the PlayStation and Xbox going against each other, they're going to be going for $200,000. Again, man, I think that's dope. Me personally, coming from the UPA, watching their live events, and of course we all know about the 2K League live events. I think it's dope now to finally be able to get the Myteam. It's far overdue to finally get these individuals, 4 individuals in one place, no lag, no latency, all on the same internet. I think with this much money on the line, it makes sense. So again, man, big shout out to 2K for putting that together. And of course, you know, Myteam is going to have their starter cards. Now, this season is going to be Ja Morant, Jimmy Butler, and Joel Embiid. And the cool thing about it, of course, as you know, there'll be evolution players. So it's allowing you to complete requirements and choose which areas of the game you want to improve. Obviously, this is pretty dope to be able to get a card off rip to start off with, and to be able to play against, use Ja Morant, Jimmy Butler, Joel Embiid. Obviously, they all have different play styles. So again, that's pretty dope to get a card and to be able to off rip, be able to start evolving them and getting up certain categories that you like. And the prize balls have been, I guess you can say, reshifted or changed or whatever you want to call it, because now you actually get the opportunity to break them. So each win, they start to crack, and then of course at the end when it does crack, there's going to be some type of special award that you get throughout that with these prize balls that you get after each game. So again, that's actually pretty dope to be able to see a different type of feel. Obviously, you know, it's kind of been the same thing for the past couple years. So to be able to have now a prize ball that as you start to go, you start to see it cracking, and then you finally get to see it burst. I think that's going to be pretty dope. Now, I think this one's actually pretty crazy and a really good idea. So we all know that you can only keep 13 cards in your lineup. So what do you do with all those other cards? Well, now you have Exhibition Mission, right? Which is going to be around the globe. Your players deserve a vacation. So send them to Honolulu, Rico Del, wherever that is, Paris. And after the mission time expires, your players will return to you with a special award from their mission. So now you actually have your cards that are not in your starting 13 that's going to be working for you still by doing these side missions. I think that's actually pretty dope. Like now you really can have your cards and be able to get a lot of progression, but just outside, with outside your 13 that you already have. And of course, we do get a season 1 preview. Scottie Pippen is going to be the Legend 40 reward. It's a pink diamond reward. Again, since this is the theme of Michael Jordan on the cover athlete, so of course now you're going to be able to look at the Jordan era Bulls when you hit on your way to level 40. So you get to get like Steve Kerr, Bill Cartwright, Tony Kukoc, Horace Grant, available for labeling up into Myteam. But to get everyone started in the season, you will be able to start at level 1 with Giannis. So again, not only do you get to pick your starter card, you also will be able to have Giannis as your season 1 reward to start off with. That's actually a pretty dope little duo to go with. I wouldn't recommend going Joel Embiid and Giannis unless they be able to put Giannis at point, but we'll see how that goes. But that's actually a pretty big W in my mind. And of course, you do have single player triple threat. So let's go over some of these modes. So obviously this year, triple threat win rewards will now refresh every season. And the good thing is this will be same old 3-on-3 matchups of 21 against opponents that are catered to your own lineup. And then you see at the bottom end, new gen, now this is just for new gen, will now be able to set matchups and change key defensive settings on the fly during triple threat games. I think that's a big W. If you play Myteam, you know how that can be a hassle. So to be able to have that is actually really good. It saves a lot of time. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Soon the game starts, everybody's pressing pause, making adjustments. Now that is going to be saved. That's pretty dope. And of course, the most popular mode is Domination. And with Domination, we'll launch 5 sets of 33 games spanning current NBA, Golden, and Modern Age historic teams, NBA championships, and finally the all-time teams for each NBA franchise. Completing the 99 stars for each Domination tier will get you great player rewards, making 90 plus overall starting 5 with, Amethyst, Julius Randle, Diamond Mitch Richmond, Diamond Mike Bibby, Diamond Bill Walton, and Pink Diamond John Havlicek. So again, really, really dope there. And of course, last but not least, and I think this is pretty dope, save your defensive settings. Another highly requested feature in NBA 2K23 Myteam was to save frequently changed defensive settings. I think that's just pretty much what we all want across everything that we play. Even for my, rec, Pro-Am players, that type of deal. There's a lot of things that we would love that just have preset and saved already. And my team, you're definitely gonna have that. And I know every single person is gonna appreciate that. But anyway, man, that was a very quick rundown. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Less than 10 minutes. If you love the video, make sure you drop a like. Let me know what you think about the Myteam so far and what you've seen with the news. And other than that, this is your favorite old head, Uncle Demi. I'll be back really soon on the banger, man. And you know, when I say I'll be back soon on the banger, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.